Welcome, everyone, to Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Now, I have tried to make a playthrough of this game before. However, due to some very poor microphones as well as video quality, I decided to delete that journey and simply create a new journey. Now, I have gotten into this game before, I have played it before, I have gotten into what is called Act 1, and from what I understand, there's 3 acts. But for this purpose, we're going to be starting all over from scratch. And my goal here is to read everything as we go through the game and simply try to roleplay and have a bit of fun with it. So, without any further ado, we'll start with the prologue, because there's quite a bit to see. Now, I do believe we'll be playing as we'll try to be as a ranger. A ranger, yes. So we'll be doing bows and arrows as well as maybe 2 daggers.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island Asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
That stranger is us. Now, I do believe the muscular. Let's go for something like this. He looks like a happy man. Some green eyes. Bushy eyebrows. And yeah, our guy has seen some shit. As a ranger, you do want to stay away from people. Looks like a hipster. Can't have that. This was not as easy as I expected. If I make the hair grey. Making it a bit older. That works. His name shall be Drake. Drake the Ranger. Let's see. The Ranger. We are going to be playing on Veteran. And in survival mode, we can only save on campfires. For the purpose of roleplay, I do find that to be better. So we're going to do survival mode. Oh, I could not hear at all what you were saying. Have I done something to the audio? Yes, I have. Try that. Ooh, that is very loud.
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
I was hunting.
Hunting? I wouldn't take you for a hunter. But as they say upstairs, looks can be deceiving. And you're, what, hunting just to get by? Or do you do something with your catch?
Oh, that's not what he said. I use fur to make clothing. I'm a pretty good cook. I collect rare materials for alchemy. We're gonna do archery and handcraft.
And yet you look like a beggar. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We must have taken all you had when you came here. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to start. I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Thank you, mysterious stranger, for assisting me. I have learned how to make leather pants. That's anything in here. Nope. In this game, I am also going to be trying to read everything. I might miss a text or two, but I will try to read everything. And of course, I don't know if I'll make a voice or anything for this roleplay, but who knows what will happen. Drake the Ranger, age unknown, male, King's Road, Red Death Stage 2. Severe skin lesions notably visible on the face and hands. Further screening tests are required. Strict protective measures must be enforced. Now, from what I understand, the Red Death is this incurable disease, which we have in our status. Red Death. You're sick and will soon die. There is no cure for the Red Death. So, we have a death sentence upon our head. Small health potion. The 7 commandments. First came the prophet, then came the word. The word is sacred. The pope, his cardinals, and his priests receive the word. The word is the way. We are all brothers and sisters, starving for the word. The word is sustenance. Together in holy suffering, we walk the pilgrim's path. The word is our strength. We repent by facing the trial of the plague. The word is our cure. The priest clad in red guide us towards grace. The word is salvation. There are no other sanctities, only the prophet's word and the will of the Red Church. Do not doubt your fate, and you will be rewarded. Alright, so that is the commandments of the Red Church. Who they are, I haven't really discovered. So we'll discover that together. The commandments are read. Books, we can sell it. Do we have anything else in journal? No. Beautiful Liliana and the in the chamber of ecstasy. Beautiful Liliana in the chamber of ecstasy. Sir Osbert could not wait any longer. He shut the door behind him and jammed the latch home. In a few determined strides he approached Liliana, capturing her lithe waist in a strong embrace. Panting heavily with desire, he lifted her as if she weighed nothing and threw her on the bed. He set about conquering her lips, neck, cleavage with hungry kisses. Liliana arched off the bed and moaned wantonly and tonally, which only spurred him on further. Sir Osbert tangled the fingers of his right hand in Liliana's golden locks, and with his left he loosened the lacings of her bodice. After he finally managed to unlace it, his eyes were met with the rousing sight of Liliana's voluptuous body. He took her love apples into his hands, feeling them rise and fall with her quickening breath. He caressed them for a while, but soon his hands started wandering down her body, to lift her skirt and petticoat. Liliana's lips tasted like the sweetest cherries. Sir Osbert couldn't help but cling to them as his fingers slipped between the alabaster columns of her legs. Liliana's knees spread invitingly and without hesitation, almost as if they had a mind of their own. Sir Osbert pushed down his pants and took out the weapon a man uses to lay love siege. He aimed his enormous battering ram at the opening of her gates and began the attack. Alright then. So we're reading smut on this channel. A roast. Cooking for the Resistant, Part 1. Simple recipes from simple ingredients. Author Milred Auntie Freeseal. Not everyone has refined taste buds, and that is perfectly fine. I'm Auntie Milred, here with simple recipes for those who prefer straightforward flavors. For moderate hunger, try Beggar's Fare, a staple for folks like you. Just boil groats and oats in bubbling water. Yes, it must bubble. Another option is mashed potatoes. Peel them thinly if you are handy with a knife, or skip peeling altogether. Boil for about 20 minutes, drain, please don't drink the water, and mash with a touch of milk. But not too much, you want creamy, not watery. Simple, satisfying, and shame-free. Lovely. And here we got some cooking recipes. Actually make something. Let's start with making some mashed potatoes. Perfect. We'll try to get dressed as well. See? Ethan, 16, male, Kunak, Red Death Stage 4. Though the body remains in relatively good condition despite 4th stage of the plague, the patient's mind is in shambles. It seems that the mind is the first to die. We will need to observe what happens next. So here he is, Ethan. 7 Commandments. Treatment. Number 1. The patient is mentally stable, though physical symptoms of the Red Death persist. I've started to apply a small dose of black henbane to his skin and asked him to keep a dream journal. Number 2. Progress is strong, but he panics easily. I'll introduce a mild calming agent to help him relax and open his mind without fear. Number 3. The patient's mental state is worse than expected. Upon waking, he either becomes briefly catatonic or curls up muttering. Number 4. The patient now fully catatonic, unresponsive, unmoving, not eating. Death seems the only mercy left. I'll conduct an autopsy to seek possible brain changes. There must be something to learn here. Ramblings of a Very Mind. 1. The dark nights here are endless. Everything breathes and calls crisply. A red monk came and put fire in my chest, but I knew it was a good thing. The first and only king visited me the night before. Arthur wept, then reached to me with his hands, not 2 but 4. Never closer to the king's grace than he disappeared. 3. The bleeding heart of the plague beats in frantic despair. 1 2 1 2. I hear his rhythm from behind the wall. I know it, I feel it. 1 2 1 2. Organic machinery that created this place and these people. Put your ears to the walls and listen. 1 2 1 2. Listen. Well, good. Brother Admus will fix this hole in about a week. Please leave it be until then. Oh, we got some lockpicks. Forgot about that. Lockpicking in this game is very forgiving, and it bases itself on very much like what it did in Skyrim. See? Very forgiving. Now, how do I sneak? That was not sneak. There we go.
I am prepared for this.
No, you're not.
The prophet wants you dead. I'm not afraid to suffer. You will burn.
Bonk on the head. That wasn't so bad. We're definitely gonna go for a light armor. Light to medium armor, I think. Excellent. 7 commandments. We read that. Measuring tool. Brain. Fish knife. I won't be reading like tips and tricks and all that on like how to. I won't be reading tutorials unless it's something special, like blocking, for example. I won't be reading that. I'll just do it. However, if it is desired, feel free to leave a comment, and I will do it from the moment I see the comment. This tunnel is scheduled to be filled and secured. Stay clear and avoid tampering with it. We're gonna tamper with it. I need to remember how to crouch. Now I've done the this prologue a few times, so I'm trying to just remember where everything is, but I might still forget things. This tunnel is scheduled to be filled and secured. Stay clear and avoid tampering with it. Yes, we read that. Ninian, 28. Male. Horns of the South. Keeper. Red Death Stage 4. Inflammation in various organs. Maintain strict isolation protocols to prevent the spread of infection. Notify Captain Brendan if procedure fails and subject dies. Patient is being transferred from his room to the laboratory for further examination. Please ensure the area remains undisturbed during relocation process. What did I get? Okay. A heart. Note written in blood. To anyone who finds this note, you need to run before they start your treatment, and it makes you realize you need to gnaw your own legs off. I promise you, you are not sick. I promise that you're not sick, and even if you are, they will not cure you. Save yourself as I did. I stole a small glass jar when they weren't looking, broke it into tiny shards, and swallowed them all. Soon I will be free. Ten Commandments. So I guess that was the heart I picked up here in the center. He coughed out his own heart. Helge, 73, male. Burrow? Red Death Stage 1. The fevers brought on by the Red Death had left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He is plagued by numerous visions. Mood changes occur from emotional indifference to religious and ecstatic rapture, leading to foretelling doom. Absurd. Hello, sir. Hello, Helga.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed. But they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
What are you talking about?
At last, the age of resurrections shall end. And then, the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance. Drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer.
You're free to
None
go.
of us are free. We are all bound. All bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want. But you won't get far. We are all bound. All bound.
We'll take our leave.
Trip after trip. Closer and closer.
Thank you again for your insanity. Lisa, 20, female, Little Grove, Red Death Stage 3. Plague progression has stopped. After prolonged exposure to concentrated weirdness, the patient's body has undergone severe alterations. The mutations, however, may have halted the progression of the disease. Hold for observation. After 4 weeks, proceed with disposal.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
What happened to you?
The depths, filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me.
Can I help you somehow?
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer.
We'll take our leave.
Have a nice day, kind sir.
You too, Lisa. So, in a few days or weeks, they are going to dispose of her. Red Priest corpse, coin, and usables. Wine, captures, onion. Oh, some civilian clothing. Maybe we should be a civilian. Oh, probably not. We are a ranger. We're gonna get the light armor. Anything up here? Oh, what's that? Goats. Venison, pork, beef, old letter. Old letter. My dear Erfir. I finally arrived at the island Avalon and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vogan said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death, and that I did very well to come here on my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me, and to make sure our son, I write son because I can feel the truth of that with each heartbeat, Erfir, is born healthy. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am of good cheer. I will keep you up to date on my progress. I hope to see you soon. I love you and miss you very much. Forever yours, Catherine. P.S. I'm thinking of the name Levelin. How do you like it? New quest has been acquired. Back shield, honey, sage, peppermint, mead. We love the mead. Onion. Is that everything? That. Can I get that? Ooh. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Guess not. Alright. We're gonna move on real quick. Do I have anything? I have a shield. Now, in this game, you have the typical block, and then if you click the block button at the right time, you'll do what is called a parry, which, for obvious reasons, is better than just a block. As you may have seen. Oh, I'm dead. Death is not always the end. For those whose bodies are defiled by necromancy or twisted by the weirdness, death is merely the beginning of something far worse. The undead are mindless husks stripped of soul and will. Hollow of their humanity, they move only by the magic that binds them. They feel no pain, know no fear, and crave nothing, except to feed, to tear, and to obey masters who care nothing for them. Who they once were no longer matters. Now they are empty vessels, cursed to wander Avalon until time or steel finally reduces them to dust. Yeah. Brother Ambrosius' body is being prepared for his funeral, which will take place in 1 week. Please await the arrival of the red shields to handle any remaining dangers. Do not enter, do not touch. I believe someone entered and I believe someone touched. So when you parry, you take no damage. But if you mess it up, then of course you'll take the full damage. But if you block, you will take reduced damage. I never really block, so I don't really rightly know. I suppose this is a good place. Is any to test it? Yeah, you take reduced damage. Ooh. We're getting somewhere. Autopsy report. Subject 17. I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. After draining using Morgaine's cut. I sawed through the cerebral falx, severing nerves and brains and the brainstem. Then removed the brain. Its abnormal shape suggests internal swelling. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses, and the base of the skull was left intact. Finally, the brain was placed in alcohol and cedar oil for further study. Alright. We'll take the heart, we'll take the fish oil, we'll take the sage. I believe that the armor is better than what I have. No? Yes. Same but lighter. So we'll... boots look better. It's more stylish with boots, so we'll go for boots. Maybe he saw me. Maybe not. Maybe we're lucky. Yeah, no, he definitely knew I was there. Ooh, that was close. I messed up that parry. I took a lot of damage. Magic measuring tools. Magic saw. Notes on the weirdness mutation. Number 1. The mutational changes are not significant, although they span the internal organs. The heart enlarges to the size of 2 adult fists, increased pulmonary functions, etc. Among the contents of the stomach are remains of undigested human flesh, most probably belonging to the deceased. Visible bite marks on his arms. Number 2. Mutation area. Overall, an amalgamation of human and porcine internal organs. Porcine? Not porcupine, porcine. Internal organs. A 2-chambered stomach with significantly increased capacity. An unnatural tissue fused the hooves with the body. Their heads joined together in shape worse than any nightmare. Huh. What sort of animal is this fused with? Drowned her tongue, was blood, brain, and the lock. Species, weird boar. Remember, after handling infected animals, all equipment should be soaked in alchemical cleaning solutions. Infected weirdos that reach the late stage should be euthanized to prevent further spread. Safety protocol violated, entry is strictly forbidden. Room of Weirdness Remedies. Handle the afflicted with great care, for their suffering may one day become your own. Record every detail, the smallest note may determine life or death. Brain, heart. Experimental treatment report. I received 3 patients with mild red death symptoms and tested a new treatment using weird beast bone meal. Patient 1 had typhoid, not red death. I burnt the body. He died from the weird beast bone meal then. Patient 2. By day 3 she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair and screaming. By day 5 she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insights. Patient 3. Little effect. The disease progresses at the usual pace, but his mind is clear. I'll continue observing. Conclusion. Despite mixed results, I don't consider the treatment a failure. If adverse effects are reduced, this could be closer to a cure. Brain. Okay. So this is the Father Vogan's notes. Father Vogan was what we read in the previous note in the food storage. Let's read what he said. Subject 37. Name Catherine Guiscard? Am I pronouncing that right? Wrong. Sex, female, age 22. Constitution, short, skinny, 7 months pregnant. Symptoms, typical of the Red Death. Pale red spots on the face, neck and arms. Cause of death, childbirth. Notes. Exposure to the weirdness might have altered the woman's physique, anger outbursts, melancholia. As for physical alterations, the fetus seemed to be much more affected by the weirdness than the mother, as if it absorbed it all. After the first standard session, the fetus started to grow rapidly. After the second session, its mass had tripled. It needed to be extracted from the womb. The torso and head of the fetus were unnaturally overgrown, but its limbs were weak and flabby. Despite its monstrous appearance, it turned out to be of good viability. More research on subject 38 to follow. The mother did not survive the procedure. Now, something I did notice when I played this game before is that if you look, the child, which is this, has 1 and 2 arms on its right shoulder. Now, I don't know if there's another arm and this is just a mistake, but if it has another arm on the inside, then this child has 3 arms. A mutation of the weirdness. Let's try to sneak up with them. Maybe we'll make it.
I'm prepared for this.
Oh, well, we did get a good stab off.
Sacrifice to the prophet.
Your death is certain!
Come on.
My resolve is unshaken.
Hey, we got one.
Your fate is sealed!
Oh, I didn't see that attack. Okay. Oh no. I'm good. I'm good. Drake the Ranger does not fall. Should we do it? No, we'll stick to the shield. We'll stick to the shield. Let's not play it to bullseye. Lance Transfusion is a spell that could be very handy. Alright, we have some prayers here. Prayers for the Red Prophet. So, Brother Cyril's prayer. Kai, guide me with thy word among the flock, which must be brought back to the threshold of thy sacred fold, so that they may know grace, hear the beating of the bleeding heart of the plague, and contribute to our divine mission. This is my humble plea, Brother Cyril. Brother Cassian's prayer. Kai, today I pray for the healing of your church, for the servants of all for the severance of all rotten fruit from our holy institution. Let pure intent flow through us all. Let the word guide and strengthen the priests who have stayed. This is my humble plea, Brother Cassian. Brother Fabius's prayer. Blessed Kai, through whom the word flow within me. Grant that my mission in the place called Connacht be met with success, health and divine inspiration. With success, health and divine inspiration. Grant me the strength to aid the people of Avalon, touched as they are by the spectre of doom. This is my humble plea, Brother Fabius. Brother Ogday's prayer. Kai, grant that my body and mind resist the influence of the Red Death in this mission I now undertake. Let the word guide my step with strength and resilience against the plague I seek to shield our people from. And may those I encounter believe in the sincere intentions of our church. This is my humble plea, Brother Ogday. And last one, Father Gondor's prayer. This plea appears older than the others. The time of fire and reckoning is upon us, the time to cleanse the land of the vermin defiling it. Let all druids burn, Kai. Let thy word guide us to every den where these wretches hide. Let this land be healed through flame. This is my humble plea, Father Gounder. So, Father Gounder wanted to kill quite a few people. Now, I don't know what the druids are exactly, but they are wielders of magic in the continent of Avalon, the island of Avalon. But aside from that, I don't know what makes them special, aside from them being humans that are able to cast magic. But you meet other humans who are able to cast magic, so I don't know what the difference is. Brother Cyrus. 33. Male Island Asylum. Red Death Stage 5. Self-experimentation. Wants to know the patient's perspective. The aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli our patients experience. Treat like a common patient. Osiris.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape your cell? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
You understand what?
All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way.
Why are you locked up?
When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work.
You don't look well. It looks like your illness has progressed quite far.
4th stage, if I'm not mistaken.
5th.
We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The 1st stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the 2nd to 4th stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me.
Did the Red Priest really cure the Red Death?
We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness.
How would the weirdness cure the Red Death?
Weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied.
Alright, well, we've now listened to Brother Sirius.
May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
Thank you, Brother Sirius. My apologies for pronouncing it Cyrus. Anything interesting? Nope. We'll continue on for a couple more minutes before we'll end the first episode. Actually, this is a good place to end the first episode. Thank you very much for sitting in and listening. I hope you're enjoying the journey thus far, and the journey has just begun. Until next time.